Islamabad, the meeting was informed that during the first 6 months of current fiscal year, tax revenue receipts crossed 2,205 billion rupees, and a trend of increase in a number of taxpayers is being witnessed due to reforms in the system. It was informed that tax reforms have yielded positive results. An automatic digital system has been introduced to ensure transparency. The Prime Minister was apprised that tax form for small and medium enterprises has been simplified from 5 pages to single page. About sales tax, the Prime Minister was informed that there is a significant increase in revenue collection due to link of a point of sale directly with FBR. The Prime Minister appreciated the entire team of the government and FBR for initiatives and work. Pakistan has reiterated its commitment to fully abide by its own statutes and fulfill international obligations. The Foreign Office spokesperson Zahid Hafiz Chaudhry, in a series of tweets, said the legal system of Pakistan operates independent of any extraneous factors or influences, and the investigations, prosecution and subsequent convictions through due process are a reflection of a very fact and effectiveness of Pakistan's legal system. The spokesperson said the State Department is encouraged to reserve its concern for the active aiding, abetting, planning, promoting, financing and execution by India, for which sufficient irrefutable evidences have already been provided. He said the legal process in the Mumbai case remains stalled due to reluctance by Indian side to send witnesses for a cross-examination by Pakistani courts. In Geneva, World Health Organization has shown occupied Jammu and Kashmir, including Ladakh, on its official website as a separate entity from India. Rejecting Narendra Modi-led Indian government's false claim on the territory of occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the WHO in its color-coded map depicted India in blue color, while Jammu and Kashmir, including Ladakh, in grey color. Meanwhile, Jammu and Kashmir Muslim Conference Chairman Shabir Ahmed Dar, in a statement in Srinagar, hailed the World Health Organization for manifesting realistic approach on Jammu and Kashmir. He said this kind of approach by the UN body like WHO will help in building a peaceful, secure and prosperous world which has been threatened by new expansionist countries like India and Israel. Shabir Dar said the WHO spokesman had said that map was as per guidelines provided by the United Nations. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops said that the map was as per guidelines provided by the United Nations. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops continued massive cordon and search operation in different parts of the territory despite shivering cold, subjecting people to inhumane torture and harassment. According to Kashmir Media Service, the teams of Indian Army and police personnel sealed off all entry and exit points in Bon Makham and Gohlad areas of Badagam and Poonch districts. It is worth mentioning that the Indian forces launched 4,815 cordon and search operations in occupied territories during the past 1 year. Pakistan has expressed condolences on sad demise of Indonesian Consul General in Karachi. In a statement today, Foreign Office spokesperson Zahid Hafiz Chaudhry said, "We are deeply saddened on the demise of Indonesian Consul General in Karachi to Kodo Prenamto due to cardiac arrest." This is Radio Pakistan. A 5-day national polio immunization drive will start from tomorrow to vaccinate over 40 million children under the age of 5 across Pakistan. A supplementary dose of vitamin A drop will also be administered to children aged 6 to 59 months during this campaign to help build general immunity among susceptible children to protect them from polio and other diseases. According to Pakistan Polio Eradication Program, around 285,000 polio frontline workers will visit parents and caregivers at their doorstep, adhering to strict COVID-19 precautionary measures and protocol while vaccinating children. Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on National Health Services Regulation and Coordination, Dr. Faisal Sultan, in a statement said, the government is committed to achieve the goal of a polio-free Pakistan, which requires full support of the nation, especially from communities, the parents and caregivers of children. An Afghan delegation led by leader of Hizb-e-Wahadat-e-Islami, Ustad Karim Khalili, is arriving Islamabad tomorrow on a 3-day visit to Pakistan. Foreign Office in a statement said, during the visit, Ustad Karim Khalili will call on the Prime Minister and hold meetings with Speaker National Assembly, Foreign Minister and other dignitaries. The visit of Ustad Karim Khalili is part of Pakistan's ongoing policy to reach out to political leadership in Afghanistan to forge common understanding on the Afghan peace process and deepen people-to-people linkages. Pakistan's fraternal ties with Afghanistan are rooted deep in shared history, faith, culture, values and traditions. Pakistan fully supports all efforts of peace, stability and prosperity in Afghanistan. Pakistan remains steadfast in its support for an inclusive, broad-based and comprehensive political solution of the conflict in Afghanistan through an Afghan-led and Afghan-owned peace process. In Afghanistan, 3 people, including a journalist turned spokesman for the country's public protection force, Zia Vadan, and his 2 colleagues were killed in an IED blast in the capital Kabul today. An Afghan Interior Ministry spokesman said a vehicle carrying Zia Vadan was targeted during morning rush hour in the city. In India, Haryana police used water cannons and lobbed tear gas shells to prevent thousands of protesting farmers from marching towards a village of Karnal district where Chief Minister was due to address a ceremony. Farmers who have been demanding that the unjust agriculture laws be repealed were carrying black flags and shouting against the BJP-led government. China has called on India to immediately return its soldier who went astray in a border area and was found by Indian troops, according to a statement issued by People's Liberation Army. Due to darkness and complicated geography, a soldier of the Chinese army went astray in the border area between the 2 countries early Friday morning. Democratic members of the U.S. House of Representatives will introduce an article of impeachment against President Donald Trump tomorrow. In a tweet, a Democratic member, Ted Lieu, accused Donald Trump of encouraging his supporters to storm the U.S. Capitol last Wednesday. United States has lifted restriction on contacts by its officials with their Taiwanese counterparts. This was announced by U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo in a statement in Washington. The move is likely to anger China and increase tensions between Beijing and Washington as China considers Taiwan as its own territory. Pompeo's statement came out just 2 days after China warned the United States that it would pay a heavy price if its UN ambassador Kelly Craft travels to Taiwan on Wednesday. And finally, the weather. Partly cloudy weather is expected in Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. Cold and dry weather is likely to prevail over other parts of the country, while very cold in upper areas and North Balochistan. Dense fog is likely to prevail in plain areas of Punjab. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk.